Hi, my name is Chris Russell and I am the CEO of Plum Realty. As the market shifts, the future belongs to those who know how to generate leads for their business. So, today, we're going to talk to you about how to generate 500 leads per month for you and your team. Today, I'd like to give you 9 ideas for generating 500 leads per month for you and for your team. Idea number 1, work your sphere of influence. First of all, I'd recommend that you build a database of people that you know to at least 300 people. And if you have a database of 300 people, I recommend you build that to 500 people. And if you have a database of 500 people, I recommend that you build that to 1,000 people. Include everybody that you know that's in your area that can either buy or sell a home through you, or they can lead you to a person who will buy or sell a home through you. Once you have this database in place, then it's vitally important that you make contact with them at least once per month. Now you're probably saying, how in the world am I going to make contact with all of those hundreds of people every month? Probably the best way is if you set them up in the MLS for an MLS search, do a map search for just their neighborhood, draw a circle around their neighborhood in the MLS, and then have them get updated with homes that have sold in their neighborhood once a month. If you'll do this, you'll make contact with your entire database once every month. Of course, you can make other contacts through social media, through phone calls, through texting, but I would definitely begin with the MLS search for your database. Now, here's what most people don't know about their sphere of influence. Did you realize that about 3% of the population tends to be in the market for whatever the thing is that you happen to sell? So if you have 300 people in your database, that means you know 9 people today who are ready to buy or sell a house. Or if you have 500 people in your database, that means you know 15 people today who are ready to buy or sell a house. Or if you know 1,000 people in your database, that means you know at least 30 people today who are ready to buy or sell a house. That is why it's so important that you build your database and then make contact with them regularly. So if you have a database of 300 people, you should be able to generate 9 leads per month. If you have a database of 1,000 people, you should be able to generate 30 leads per month. But you've got to make contact with them every month. Okay, so idea number 2 is to reach out to for sale by owners. Now, before I tell you what to do with for sale by owners, let me tell you what not to do. Don't start your relationship with for sale by owners by lying to them. I see so many agents that will call a for sale by owner and say, "Hey, Mr. For Sale by Owner, I have a buyer who might be interested in your house, and I was wondering if I can come over and do a preview of your house for my buyer." And the reality is that agent often doesn't have a buyer. They're just trying to figure out a way to get over to the house and try to list the property. You won't ever build a great business based on deception. So that's what not to do, but let me tell you what to do with a for sale by owner. The best thing you can do with a for sale by owner is help them for free. Offer to help them for free. What are some free things you can offer to a for sale by owner? Well, number 1, offer free paperwork. Give them free paperwork to help them complete the sale of their home. And I'll send them 20 or 30 pages of documents and disclosures and addendum. And when they see all the paperwork that's involved, a lot of times their head will be spinning, realizing the complexity of what's involved in a real estate sale. And then they call me and say, "Hey, can you just kind of help me with this? Can you list my property?" Another thing you can do for free with a for sale by owner is to offer to help them with their pricing of their home. Give them a special valuation report just for them, customized just for them, and then deliver that to their home in person. Now, when you deliver it in person, you can also offer to do a walkthrough of their property to see if their home might be a fit for any of the buyers in your database. But then you can also give them tips and ideas on things they can do to prepare their home for sale, to make it better, to stage it. Give them ideas on what they should and shouldn't do. Now, if we're realtors and we make our living selling homes, why in the world would we offer to do all this work for sale by owner for free? Well, the reality is Most for sale by owners end up listing with a real estate agent. So if you're the real estate agent who has already been helping them and showing them your expertise, then it's more likely you'll be the one they choose when it comes time for them to select a realtor. For sale by owner leads are easy to find because you can go right to Zillow and sort out all the listings by for sale by owner. And if you'll pay attention to the market, you'll see 5 to 10 for sale by owners coming on the market almost every day. So that means you can generate 150 to 300 leads per month for your real estate business just from for sale by owners. Now that brings me to the third idea I have for generating 500 leads per month, and that is if you focus on expired listings. There are many services that provide expired listing data, including phone numbers, and you can get these lists already scrubbed with the do not call list. Calling expired listings has probably been the number one most successful strategy that I have had in listing properties. Whenever my business has been slow and I needed an extra 10 listings, I would always turn to expired listings to try to build my business back up. And when I'm talking to homeowners whose listings have just expired, I tell them I specialize in helping people whose listings have expired with another agent. And as a matter of fact, I offer them a 29-day guaranteed sale program. Now that doesn't mean I'm going to buy their house in 29 days if the house doesn't sell. But what it means is if I list the property, I guarantee that I'll sell it within 29 days or I won't take a commission. Now with this, I have 3 requirements for them to qualify for the program. Number 1, the house has to be professionally staged by a professional stager. Number 2, the home has to be professionally inspected and corrected before we relist the property. And then number 3 is the house has to be priced according to an average of 3 automated valuation measurements, AVMs, which are NAR RPR, Zillow, and Real AVM. So I find out what the pricing is between those 3 AVMs, and then their house has to be priced according to an average of those 3 AVMs. Now, most of the time when I present this in person to a homeowner, a lot of times they say, well, I don't want to put money into it. I don't want to pay somebody to stage my home. I don't want to pay somebody to inspect my home. And that's fine. But it just means they don't qualify for the 29-day guaranteed sale program, but I can still list their home. And by that time, I'm in their home doing the presentation, and I've got a great shot of actually being the agent they choose to list their home. One of the reasons why expired listings are so important is because of the sheer volume you can get. You'll be able to find 10 to 20 expired listings every single day, depending on the area where you're doing your business. But 10 to 20 leads every day. That comes out to 300 to 600 leads per month in your market. Now, the fourth idea I have for you is to generate landing pages or squeeze pages and then post these squeeze pages all over social media. Now, you might be saying, well, what is a squeeze page? Now, a squeeze page is basically a landing page that requires the person who is on the website to input their contact information. So they call it a squeeze page because it basically squeezes the contact information from the person who is on the site. The best way to do this is to get software that will let you create these squeeze pages quickly. Our company, Plum Realty, provides KV Core software for free to our real estate agents. This software allows you to generate squeeze pages in 15 to 30 seconds. It's very quick. You grab an MLS number, plug it in, and it will generate the squeeze page for you, and then you can share that all over social media. Believe it or not, the best place that we like to share these is on Craigslist. You wouldn't believe how many people are still looking to Craigslist for buying houses and finding deals. So if you'll do 2 to 3 of these squeeze pages each day, that'll generate 30 to 50 leads for your business every month. If you were to go to KV Core and buy their software from them directly, they would charge you about $750 per month, every month for the software. But we provide this software for free to all of our agents. Now, the fifth idea I have for you for generating leads for your business is to go to third-party companies who will provide leads to you every month for free, but then they take a referral fee once you close the deal. So there's no risk on your part because they don't charge you up front, but then they take a referral fee at the end when you actually close the deal. Some of these charge 20%, 25%, 30%. One of the things we do with our Plumtree agents is on the day that they sign up for Plumtree, we direct them to our plumtreebusinesscenter.com where they can sign up. We have partnerships with 10 companies right now. So on day one, they can sign up for all of these companies. There's Ojo, Homelight, Redfin, OpCity, a bunch of others I can't remember offhand, but they're all there. So we sign up our agents, they get these free leads, and then they give them a referral fee at the end. Now, referral fees might sound expensive, 25 or 30%, and they are if you're already giving your broker 20, 30, 40% of your commissions. In our world, our agents keep 100% of their commissions, so when they close these, it's not that big of a deal to pay a 25 or 30% referral fee to those companies. Now that brings me to the sixth idea for generating leads, and that is paid leads. There are companies that will actually charge you up front for the leads, and then you don't have to pay a referral fee at the end. Now, these leads often are fairly expensive, but as I've seen agents in our own company, some of our most successful agents have gone to these companies like Realtor.com. They've gone to Zillow or Homes.com and Trulia, and they've been able to buy leads, which has generated business that's helped them to make a very significant income. And what most of these agents do is they'll budget 10 to 20% of their income towards these paid leads, and then they scale it and they keep building it, paying more and generating more and more business along the way. Paid leads is an easy way to generate 10 to 20 leads per month for your business. Now, the seventh idea I have for you for generating leads for your business is called circle prospecting. Circle prospecting is basically taking a listing and then looking at the neighborhood all the way around that listing, and then asking them if they have any idea about any potential buyers there might be for that property. Now, sometimes this will actually produce buyers for that property, but the bigger value in what happens here is that these people see how great of a salesperson you are, and they mention, oh, by the way, we're kind of thinking about selling our house. And so then they may want to talk to you about how you would go about selling their house. Now, here's the pro tip. It doesn't actually have to be your listing. Now, it's great if you have a listing for sure. You should be making contact with everyone in the neighborhood, either by phone call or postcard or whatever it is. But you can do this even if it's not your listing. You can find a great listing in a great neighborhood where you want to be doing work, and you can do circle prospecting around that listing and just tell the people, hey, there's this new property that just hit the market. You're trying to find a buyer for it, and ask if they know of anyone who might be interested in that type of a property. Circle prospecting can easily generate 10 to 20 leads per month for your business. And then that leads me to point number 7, which is geographical farming. So you can look for a neighborhood or an area where you would like to be doing business, and then make contact with that neighborhood as often as you can throughout the year. You just focus on those 200 or 300 homes, and you make contact with them every month through postcards or through parties or social media, but you're making contact with that geographical farm every month. I've known agents who have had amazing success by focusing on a neighborhood where they want to do business over the course of a year and even for many years on end. Now, one thing that's for sure, farming a neighborhood is a long play. That's the long game. So if you're just wanting quick business right today, farming isn't going to be that. But if you're wanting to build a massive business over time, then farming might be your answer. Farming can easily generate 10 to 20 leads per month when it's done over the course of time. And then that brings me to my final idea for you for today in generating these leads. And that's number 9, which is professional networking. I would encourage you to network with other people, professionals in your area who could potentially refer you business, and you be able to refer business back to them. These types of relationships are always best when they're done in a reciprocal way. You're giving them leads and they're bringing you leads. So I would create a system, a routine for regularly having lunch or coffee with these other professionals. I would meet with them at least once every quarter. So what kind of professionals am I talking about? I'm talking about loan officers. I'm talking about financial planners. I'm talking about divorce attorneys. I'm talking about estate attorneys. I'm talking about insurance agents. I'm talking about CPAs, bank asset managers, any of these people that you can find who will meet with you. Doesn't have to even be lunch. You can meet them for coffee. You can even just have a phone call with them and let them know you'd like to refer business to them, and then have them potentially refer business back to you. Build relationships with them. Relationships are recession proof. So the better relationships you have with other professionals, the more business they will be bringing to you in your business. So the more relationships you have with other professionals, the more leads they'll be bringing you to your business. If you work your network strong enough, this will generate 10 to 20 leads per month for your business. All right, so hopefully you've gotten some ideas on generating leads for your business. And this lead generation is going to be absolutely critical for you as we move into this next couple of years, this shifting market. So it's more important now than ever that you become an expert lead generator for your business. If you were to implement all of these ideas, this will easily generate 500 leads per month for your business. All right, thanks for watching. Click the link below if you'd like to get together. I'd love to chat with you about opportunities at Plum Realty. I'd love to talk to you about how I can coach you in your own real estate business. Oh, and be sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and share this video on your own social media. All right, thanks for watching. Go make some money.